Hello students, welcome to today's social studies class, chapter 2, Rain and Rivers. So, have you ever experienced the rain? When it rains, the cool water droplets fall on us, we experience the cool breeze. So, it's a wonderful experience. Have you ever played in rain? Yes, rain is loved by everyone, and not only the children, the farmers also wait for the rains for the better growth of their crops. But when this rain is extreme, it causes danger. So let us learn more about rains today. So as we know, already we know that all life on earth is very crucially dependent upon water. Every creature on this earth is dependent on water. And as we know, 71% of earth is water. 71% of the earth's surface is covered with water. And also, human body consists of 71% of water in the form of blood. So as we know, water is very important for the existence of everyone, even the plants, even the soil, even the small microorganisms, living organisms, everyone must depend upon water. So now let us know how the rainfall takes place in our area. So when does it rain in our area? And where do we get good drinking water? Is all the water is the same? The taste of the water is same everywhere? Somewhere it is sweet, some places it is sour, somewhere it is salty. So we can find the difference in the water. But it is said that only 1% of the water is useful for drinking. But all water, we have 71% of water. Then why this water is not used for drinking? From where do we get this rains? The water which comes in the form of rain is very sweet. How the variation of water takes place everywhere. Let us learn this in a form of a story. A story of water. Let us start this. Now, what is the importance of sun, clouds and rainfall? How they are interlinked with each other. So every day we experience the heat of the sun. So as it is summer, it is very hot. So we observe that everything is becoming dry. What is happening to the water which is present on the surface of the earth? How it is getting disappear? Suppose you take a plate of water, place it in a dark sun for 2-3 days. You can find that the water which is kept in the plate is disappearing. Where does it actually goes? So let us find this. And how the clouds, have you seen the dark clouds? They are flowing with the help of wind. And when they settle down and start raining, it gives a sweet, tasty water. It is purer than the water we drink. It is purest form of water than the filtered water that we drink in our homes. So let us know the wonderful story of water and how the water gives life in the same way. It is also dangerous for human beings. So here is a story of evaporation. Let us start talking about Pranavi here. Pranavi, one day morning she wake up. It was very cold and she wanted to take bath with hot water. So she kept a bowl full of water on the stove and a lid on it. The water was boiling and she can observe the steam coming out of it. And when she removed the lid of the water, she observed the water droplets on the plate. What is this actually? What does happen to the water and why they are sticking to the lid? This makes Pranavi think about how it happens. So I will explain you what does she understood is, she understood that the process of water changing into steam or water vapor present in the clothes, it becomes dry. The sun, due to the sun heat, extreme sun heat, the water present in the clothes or in a plate get heated and turns into it heats more than 100 degrees temperature. Then the water changes into water vapor. So what is evaporation here? Change of water into vapor is known as evaporation. So we can prove that evaporation takes place everywhere around us, either on the soil, even our body. We can observe the evaporation in the form of sweat. Our body also get heated, and water even evaporates from our body and from the soil, from the plants, from the seas, from the oceans, from everywhere the evaporation takes place. Then where does this water goes? Let us know. So when this water which is evaporated, it goes and mixes into the air. And as you know, as the height increases of the land, at the top the temperature decreases. You have already learned in the previous classes. As the height increases of a particular place, the temperature decreases. So as you know, steam is very light and it flows. So the vapor which flows into the air, and there it gets condensed. What is the meaning of condensed? How does it condense? So let us know what is condensation. We have observed, Pranavi, there were water droplets on the plate. So this shows that when the plate is kept like this, the external air is cool, and when the vapor touches the lid, it comes into contact with the air which is outside, and it condenses and vapor changes into water droplets. Here you can observe condensation, the process in which the water vapor changes into water is called condensation. So whatever water it is evaporated, it is going into the sky and it is forming in the form of water droplets along with the dust particles, smoke which is present in the atmosphere and form the clouds there. So when these clouds, how they move from one place to another? So when air blows, can you observe the dust particles, papers, everything flowing away? Yes, the wind helps to move the clouds. So how does the wind blows? This we are going to learn in the next section of this class. Why does the wind blows? But now we'll come to know with the help of winds the clouds moves. Do you know clouds moves 1,000 kilometers around the earth and bring rain for us. So when you see the clouds, remember they have done a long journey to reach here. So you can observe the dot when the clouds get heavier and heavier with the condensation process, with the attachment of all the molecules, the clouds become heavier. And these heavy clouds come down due to the weight of the water. And when it comes down, it comes in contact with the hot air present around it, and small droplets fall in the form of rain. So now first let us know where does the evaporation takes place more. So one question, either on the land or in the ocean. If your answer is land, then I have one more question for you. As we have learned, 71% of earth is water. Then how much percentage of land is there? Yes, so 39. So we can say 29% land is there, and water content is also very less on the land. So we can say more evaporation takes place on the water bodies like oceans and seas. And do you know this? It rains also more on the oceans. So now, this is how condensation, formation of clouds takes place. Now, what will happen if sometimes it doesn't rain? Do you think rain? Is there any other process in which we observe the falling of snow or water droplets takes place? Can you guess this? Yes, you have seen the fog and you have seen the dews on the leaves. When the night time also it falls like small rain droplets. It is known as dew. And yes, that process, the different process through which the you can say condensation process changes into water, it is known as precipitation. Different forms of precipitation. So we came to know that how the clouds are formed, and this not only in the form of clouds, the precipitation is nothing but whatever it is evaporated and formed in the form of clouds or which is there in the atmosphere, again how does it reaches to the earth bank? In the process of precipitation, different forms of condensation of water vapors is known as precipitation. So how does the water vapor again reaches to the earth is in the form of dew. Can you say in which season do we observe more dew? Yes, you are right. After the rainy season, in the winter season. Very good. And when do you see the fog? Fog means in Telugu they call manchu puga. Manchu puga they call it. And sometimes we can't see the people also in this fog. Now rain, as you know, in the form of rain. Have you seen the snowfall either in the Jammu and Kashmir or any in the movies also they show, even in many different places, snowy places we observe the snowfall. Now in the forms of hail, we have experienced the rain in the form of hails. Vadagalla Vana we call it, hail storms, where this much big pieces of ice fall down in the form of rain. So here I am going to give you a homework to draw the water cycle. As just now we have learned how the evaporation takes place from all the places, as I said, from the water bodies, from the trees, from the human beings, from the animals, from the soil, and from the rivers, tanks, everywhere the evaporation takes place. Even the clothes, places where water, even from the soil the water gets evaporated and the land seems to be very dry. So here you can observe the evaporation process is taking place, and where do this evaporated water go? In the forms of clouds. And these clouds are, this process of becoming evaporation into clouds is known as condensation. And with the help of wind, these clouds move around the earth and travel for 1,000 kilometers and rain where the atmosphere is suitable for raining. So there where low pressure area is there, we will discuss about the low pressure and high pressure in the next class. Okay, now here when it rains, the form of rain is known as precipitation. Precipitation takes place in different places according to the atmosphere, circumstances of heat and the temperature. It falls in the forms of dew, rain, fog, snow or haze. Here I have shown the form of rain, water coming and falling on the earth, and the water which is falling slowly forms small streams, and these streams come and join into the rivers, and whatever water it is collected in the rivers, it flows through a few kilometers on the earth, distribute the water for agriculture, and it is used for many purposes by human beings, and at the last it go and join into the river. In the next class we will definitely read about the stages of river, how the rains or The snow is helpful for formation of rivers. This is going to be another story for our next class. So here, this is how you can observe the rain which is falling. It again joins into the sea, and again this cycle go on following like this, which is also known as water cycle. So my dear students, in this class you are going to draw the picture of water cycle and label it with all the names like evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and rain, sea, land, river, trees, tanks, everything, and you have to write at least 10 sentences about water